Hey guys, we're back on EagleTalk, a mental health series for Cal State L.A. students. Thank you so much for Dr. Ramani Durvasula for joining us again.
Thank you so much for having me.
For sure. So we talked about social anxiety disorder. Let's go into the idea of stress. So what do you think actually is the biggest misconception that we have about stress?
I think that we misunderstand stress and that we think all stress is equal and that everyone experiences it the same way. So that can often lead to people thinking like, well, I'm going through what you're going through. Why are you reacting so much more strongly than me? Stress is a psychological experience. It's a perception. So for one person, a D on a test might be, oh, I should have studied more, and they go about their day. For another person, it could be utter devastation. So we have to understand there's not just the experience or the stressor, there's the interpretation of it. And I think a lot of people misunderstand how different our reactions can be.
Do you think that all stress really is bad stress?
All stress is definitely not bad stress. Some stress is sort of that fire in our belly that keeps us going. For example, a test is a great example. It's stressful to have exams, but that sometimes motivates and mobilizes us to do the reading and to do the work. It's stressful to have expectations. Those expectations can mobilize us to keep going. And there's good stress, like for example, planning a wedding or planning a birthday party or taking a vacation. Those things are disruptive, but ultimately they're for a good thing. Nonetheless, anything that sort of challenges our system sort of qualifies as stress.
Because I've actually heard of having a stress journal or having a stress log, something just to like write down by the end of the day. So what other techniques do you think that we could use as students to help alleviate stress?
I think the key thing for students is, first of all, there's certain basic things that students don't do and need to do. Number one, sleep. If you have enough sleep, you can pretty much handle most stressors far more gracefully. We also tend to be at our better in the morning after a good night's sleep than towards the end of the day. Put your heavy, more challenging stuff, get it done in the morning. Secondly, move. Get some moderate exercise. I'm not saying you have to go to the gym and do CrossFit. It can even be a loop around campus. You move your body. That in many ways centers you and makes you better able to face the next thing. And finally, breathe. I always tell students, get into the classroom on time, take that big cleansing breath, let it go, and then pay attention to the lecture. And it wreaks havoc in relationships. It's actually not such a bad thing to have if you want to become super successful or rich. I would definitely say channel your inner narcissist.